Well, good afternoon on this glorious day where Storm Miguel, I believe it's called, is battering the UK. Of course, it can't be a storm and it can't be rain unless it's got a name. Otherwise, it doesn't count. Right, let's talk about Wednesday night. As you may or may not know, I did my free weight loss event called How to Improve Your Relationship with Food and Never Go on a Diet Again. Now, when you do these type of sessions, I think I mentioned this yesterday, but my memory's gone. Basically, the reason I don't do Q&A is because that my job is not to leave people with more information, because there's been that much nonsense out there. Particularly, I heard a couple this week around eggs. Like, people still believe that eggs increase your cholesterol. People still believe that you can spot reduce fat with exercise, like doing a sit-up is going to get rid of fat from your stomach. And that's not because people are stupid. That's because that information was presented with so much conviction that people believe it, and that's okay, because at the end of the day, we've all got beliefs about ourselves. So anyway, one of the questions at the end sort of triggered me a little bit, and I will say that because it was around being boring, and it's a great question. It was actually a good question, because when I talk about what's actually required to keep weight off versus losing weight, because anybody can go on a diet and anybody can lose weight, the information exists. Is it easy? Probably not, but it is quite simple. So if you wanted to lose, say, half a stone in a week, it would be naive of you to think you don't have the resources to do that, because you will find them, okay? The problem is deeper than that, and that's kind of what we went into on Wednesday. Now, if you want to lose weight and keep it off and stay in shape and build your confidence and self-esteem, there are things you need to do. And I was talking about building certain skills, and that's when the question was asked, isn't that boring? And it's a great question, because I will only look at my fat picture and say, well, when I was fat, I classed my life as pretty exciting. Like, I went out a lot and I drank a lot and I ate what I wanted. I did all these things. It was almost like this free existence that I had. Now, the point I made was, for me, you've got to find somewhere between him, the old me, 18 stone me, and me now. Yeah, because I have to keep fit for a living, and I enjoy running. I enjoy doing these events. This is my thing, though. It doesn't have to be your thing. It's my thing. So basically, when I get to, is it boring? What you got to remember is that the process you have to go through to keep weight off and learn the skills that you need, yes, is a bit repetitive. Now, we can promise. The problem is, if somebody promises you that it's always going to be exciting, that's a lie. And I know that people like to be told fantasies, and people like to use their imagination, and people like to feel that they've got all this freedom. But the truth is, if you're going to lose weight and keep it off, you need systems, you need boundaries. And once you've got those boundaries, though, then they become more flexible, so you don't actually feel trapped, because you're just in control. The people that I know that lose weight and keep it off are in control. They have a system. There has to be some sacrifice. Anybody who tells you there isn't is a liar. But you can have some flexibility, whereas diets don't give you that flexibility. They promise the quick result. They tell you can eat what you want. You get the quick result, but they don't manage what happens later, which is the mindset stuff and the change. So is the process boring sometimes? Yes. But are the results amazing? Yes. There is nothing like walking into a shop, picking up an item of clothing that you want to wear, that fits you in a size you thought you could never wear, and buy it. No feeling like it. And that's worth the entire process for me. Yeah? And that's the difference in the mindset. So you imagine for a second going into a shop, picking up an item of clothing that you want to buy, that looks good on you, you buying it and walking out and wearing it and feeling good about yourself. That's what you need to remember when you go through challenges, or when counting calories, working within boundaries, working within systems gets a little on top of you. Just remember that. So it was a great point. And my classic retort to somebody when they say, isn't that boring? I say, well, is being fat exciting? Because the process of getting fat could be going out, eating, drinking, but then people piss and moan when they get fat. So there's got to be some sort of trade-off somewhere. So if you're a woman over the age of 40 and you're interested in finding out more about this and some systems that could help you to be a bit more free, but also get results, and also understand the process and understand that actually the results are great and it doesn't always have to be boring, then yeah, feel free to get in touch. fitboybootcamp.com, or click the link above or below to get your application in for our next free trial week, which starts on the 17th of June, where you can come down, try it for a whole week, and see what you think. If you know anybody who would benefit from that, or anyone would benefit from this message, please feel free to like or share the video. Would appreciate that very much, or drop a comment in below. And yeah, enjoy Storm Miguel. Have a good day.